Okay, I'm back. I had to change the application. I think I have too much. This time, I think it's on me, or maybe, heaven's trying to tell me something, about gambling. You know, like when I decided to be a minister, for example, I took a gamble, like I told you on the previous episode, I used to make $42 an hour, doing IT, and my woman actually, left me because of that. Now, if you see her on the street, she might tell you, he's going to gamble, his money away, But she was for it, and I always remind her that, when the money was coming in. So the Lord tell me, to keep faith in her, and, every day I tell you it's hard, and it deals with these fantasy relationships that I'm talking about, like it's some type of fantasy, that she doesn't, understand that the Lord's trying to tell her something. She says that the Lord's trying to tell me something. Maybe he is, He told me the other day, he said, what did you learn, from the last incident I had, when I went down, and I did something, that was reckless, which talks about gambling, But when you think about the whole situation, you have to understand, I took a big loss, from the money that I work for, But when I think about it, here I am today talking to you. So everything happens for a reason, And that's how I looked at it, I didn't lose my faith in heaven, and not the heavenly kingdom, and not even in myself. You know what I mean? I just thought that this is happening for some reason, Because when I called her, it started an argument, What did you go down there for, What are you doing, What are you doing down there, It seemed like the same thing to her, because she's stuck on the past, And it didn't make any sense to me. I'll be honest, at the time, why would the heavenly kingdom do me like that, when I'm trying to get a church van, a church vehicle or some kind of transportation? Hell, I'm stranded right now, at the Taco Bell, I'm trying to ask people for a ride, so I can go, to the fundraiser, And people probably thinking now, he's a fucking idiot, because he's getting on here and he's telling his business. But you know what? That's how much faith I have in the heavenly kingdom. That's how much faith I have in myself, that I'm going to turn this around individually and with the heavenly kingdom, supporting me and having my back, I just learned, to take it easy, and I kept hearing, this voice in my head, slow down, because I went and turned everything around with $20. It's a blessing. And now here I am stranded today, and I'm trying to figure out, how am I going to get from point A to point B, And I've been in this situation before, And that's what it means when a person say that miracles can happen, because I come to the same place, and a lady took me where I needed to go, for free. She didn't charge me anything, And it bees like that someday, You have to understand and keep faith in Christianity, that long as you're, doing something, for the heavenly kingdom, that is going to work out, Maybe a lesson was learned that day. But dealing with fantasy relationships, that's what I ask myself, and I understand today, It's a reason why I'm waiting for that lady, It's a reason why, I call her, It's a reason why people prevent me from talking to her. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Because the Lord told me to keep faith in my woman, And I told her the same thing, and she going to laugh at me like I'm crazy, and I can see her now smiling. It's a blessing. Later on today, I'll be dialing. Some people aren't in that situation, and that's when you get harassment, and stalking. If somebody's calling you, for a ride, and you know damn well, right, that, the person wouldn't be normally calling you because they're in some situation, how's that a fantasy relationship? Maybe you're having a fantasy relationship in your mind. And I talk about that on an episode, that I'm so kind. It's a blessing, I'm so generous, to women, I open the door for a woman, get her everything she wants, feed her whole family, So how am I the stalker or asshole or person that's harassing? Now, if you're going over, putting your hands on a woman, standing outside her door and beating on her door, and she's in there with another man or something like that, then you, like I say, you should go get you some help, Go talk to a friend and see if he thinks you're crazy, because I still, make my living as a Christian ordained minister. I still pass out food. I still pass out clothes to people on the street. So I don't think no one's in their right mind think I'm crazy. You're the motherfucker that's crazy. You know what I mean? If you think I'm crazy, because I'm out doing good. I have a mission. A purpose. What I'm trying to do. When you do things without a purpose, in my professional opinion, I think that's a fantasy. If you're out trying to make something, make a situation, come true, that's a fantasy relationship. If things are not getting better for you, and sometimes they get worse before they get better. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And that's why she lost faith. I'm talking about my old lady, not your old lady. I don't know what the fuck your situation is. You know what I mean? So think about that when it comes to fantasy relationships. The lady I'm talking about, we started off, I had an empty place with nothing in it. When she left, it was fully furnished. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Leather furniture, curios, $1,000 Asian rugs. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So why she want to leave something like that? Now I know what you're thinking. Same thing I'm thinking. That bitch crazy, right? And that's what I'm talking about, and that's why I look up to heaven, the heavenly kingdom, and I ask, what the hell's going on? And they say the same thing to me, keep faith in your woman. There's better things down the road that's coming. It's a blessing. So, think about that when you enter fantasy relationship, And now I have a wasp bee, behind me, It flew on my neck and stung me, during one of the shows. And now I look around, it's like it just disappeared. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I'm a Christian man trying to do right, trying to get over here, so I can feed some people, so I can pass out some clothes. I was at the fundraiser, the last time I was there, and I looked down at this guy's shoe, and it looked like a shark, that's how open the shoe was. Like it just eats you up, I've been there. My shoes literally melted off my feet. It was so hot. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Just raggedy shoes, And there's no need of me showing you now. I have brand new shoes on, Good looking shoes. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Why she can't wait, Why she can't understand, That with Christianity, everything's going to be okay. When my mother, dying of cancer, laid on that hospital bed, she told me, you'll be blessed, and at the time, I could care less, about listening to what I'm telling you now, the truth, light, and I am a Christian Buddhist, and it's going to be a good day and night, right now, I have no money in my pocket, before I went and, did what I consider a mistake, taking a gamble. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? But yesterday I ate, I had 4 McChicken sandwiches, and I left the end of the night. I had money in my pocket. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I ate breakfast this morning, Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I just met a lady, and she told me that the God was going to make a way. You understand what I'm saying to you? And she said, I told her, I said, keep your faith in Christianity. Things are going to get better for you, sister. Because she said she's going through some things too, and guess what? So is the minister, I have problems every day, Some days are better than other, Each day is something that I have to figure out, Some kind of challenge, obstacle for me to overcome, And then I have few days, where things work out and everything's just fine, That's how life is, And then I called a guy who's supposed to be my father, and tomorrow's my birthday, by the way. So happy birthday to myself, And I've had birthdays, where I bought myself a charger for my birthday. Birthday present to myself, So if today is your birthday, happy birthday to you. It's a blessing. What I'm saying is true. Things are going to work out for you. This is Christian Ordained Minister Wayne Hoy with Wayne Hoy's Church of Christianity. And that's HOY apostrophe S, Church of Christianity. And you can find me on Facebook. And if you want to make things easier for yourself, because, word on the street is that I make people feel good, when I talk, that I was born to be a minister, that I'm destined, for something good, for success. Brother and sister, I've had success my whole life, I'm telling you. and it's a blessing, you know. Right now I'm appreciating and understanding. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? You know, the things I used to have, you know, and the things what's going to come going to be better than that. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So don't judge a person, you know, when you see that person, you know, walking with 2 sacks and bags, because, you know, you're not the heavenly kingdom. You know, you don't know what's in store, you know. And I also heard a voice in my mind tell me, you know, when I was down at the casino last time, you don't know how this is going to turn out, you know. And it turned out good, you know, and then it went to shit. And that's the part I was trying to figure out. So that's what I tell people all the time on my church page, and I'm not lying. It's a blessing. The heavenly kingdom's in control. We're not in control of shit, you know. You make your individual choice, but at the end of the day, you know, the heavenly kingdom is going to decide, you know, which way you're going to go, which way you're going to ride. It's a blessing, you know, to be able to share these things with you, you know. So for the people that's listening to me in the right way, you know, understand what I'm saying to you, you know. Understand where I'm coming from, you know. It's okay to take good gambles in life, you know. If you have, you know, take the money and you do something good with it, you know. And again, I'm not encouraging you to, you know, take your mortgage money, you know, to go down, you know, to the casino, you know. I'm just encouraging you to think before you judge someone, you know, that gambles, you know, because life is a gamble itself, you know. And you have to understand and respect that, you know, if you're logical, you know. If you're an idiot, you know, you're just going to say, oh, you know, he's full of shit, you know. And that's my opinion, you know, of course. He doesn't know what he's talking about, you know. One thing that made me feel good, you know, and gave me inspiration, you know, is when I went to my church that ordained me, American Marriage Ministries Church. They had a big thing on there, you know, that said Las Vegas, you know. So, you know, people gamble for fun, you know, people gamble for different reasons, you know. So don't be a hypocrite, you know. When a person, you know, wins a lot of money, you know, off gambling, then you're for it, you know. And then when they lose, you know, they're not shit, you know. And I say that all the time to people, you know, don't judge, you know, because you don't know what a person's gambling for, you know. But I will tell you, you know, from experience that, you know, gambling can become an addiction, you know. But the addicts are the people that don't leave, you know what I mean? The people that don't have a plan, you know. The people that don't have a strategy, you know. The people that you see, you know, just that's all they do. That's an addict, you know. Whether it's gambling, drugs, or sex, or whatever, you know. This is Christian Ordained Minister Wayne Hoy, and this is my training school. And it's online, worldwide. It's a blessing. And if you want to support my effort, you can check out Inner City Fund, that's F-U-N-D project, on Facebook. And to donate, because I am in need of a church vehicle. It's getting hot as hell out here, and I'm sweating right now while I'm talking to you. You can go to the first link on the page and click the link, and we have it all hooked up and set up, or somebody does. I don't know who the hell did it, the computer hacker or somebody hooked it up, where you can make monthly donations online, and you just check the box, and they'll take it out your account on a monthly basis. So it's a blessing. Just try it and see, you know. If you don't think the site works, you know, try to donate $10, $20. It's your choice. You know, I don't care what the hell you donate. Just donate something if you choose to, or if you want to help. This is Christian Ordained Minister Wayne Hoy with Wayne Hoy's HOY' Church of Christianity on Facebook. And if you don't believe me, that we're #1, you can go to YouTube and just type in Wayne, you know, and see what it brings up for you. See how many celebrities and superstars on that page. And then you see my name on there. See, I'm not trying to be a celebrity or superstar. That's why I never show my face. You know, I want you to listen to what I'm talking about. Take a gamble with me on Christianity if you choose to. If you think I know what I'm talking about. If you think I'm a goddamn fool or whatever, you know, just keep doing what you're doing, you know. That's your choice. Right. It's a blessing. What I said will give you sight. And with sight, you can see, look up and see the light, you know, which I told a lady, you know, one time at a fundraiser. I told her, I said, you see that, you know, and I pointed up to the sky. And you know what I said? I said, that's heaven. That's the heavenly kingdom looking down on us. It's a blessing. This is Christian Ordained Minister Wayne Hoy with Wayne Hoy's Church of Christianity. And I represent the Christian religious organization the Inner City Fund, FUND project. It's a blessing.